Well, for most of us, our collective memory of NASA is a lot like this. A bunch of guys in white shirts with headsets and pocket protectors at mission control, tracking the latest launch.
Thanks in part to the film Hidden Figures, now we know there were women of color playing essential roles behind the scenes.
Roles that have expanded today.
If you were a white male, would you wish to be an engineer?
I wouldn't have to. I'd already be one.
The women of Hidden Figures were in a battle for equality and recognition, the opportunity to realize their dreams. Today at NASA-GOV, minority women are living their dreams. Meet Liza Lynn Smith. She is an aerospace engineer at NASA-GOV. She's brilliant, but growing up in Detroit, it didn't always look like she'd have the opportunity to end up here.
Probably the biggest obstacle that I've had to overcome was just to know that education is valuable and that I can achieve anything if I work hard and am diligent in following my dreams.
Even dream jobs offer a regular dose of reality. Mary Lobo oversees the massive space simulation facilities in Cleveland. And despite this huge responsibility, Mary says people sometimes underestimate her because of her petite size.
Add on top of being a small person, now I'm the only black female in most of the meetings, most of the workshops, anything that I am involved in, I'm the only black female. And there's a little bit of fear there sometimes. Sometimes I have a little hesitation. Sometimes there's self-doubt because I'm the only one.
While Mary's work tests the effects of space on all things, Rochelle May is designing software for an experiment on the space station.
When I talk to students, I always tell them we're studying bubbles in space.
A software systems engineer, Rochelle understands how growing up without privilege creates all sorts of barriers.
It's hard to overcome those stereotypes. By our actions and our words, then we define who we are. And once they realize that you're valuable, then all of that stuff goes away.
In Hidden Figures, we see proof that accomplishing great things requires all hands and minds on deck. It's still true today. Out of about 1,600 civil workers in STEM fields at NASA-GOV, 249 are women, 64 of those are minority women. Progress is a long road.
If everyone is working to their fullest potential, then we can go and explore this universe. But whenever you have someone who's not functioning at their fullest potential, everyone is losing.
I'm here for a reason, and it's not because I was given a handout, it's because I deserve it. But I want to see more people that look like me in the places that I'm in.
And liftoff at dawn, the dawn of Orion, and a new era of American space exploration.
NASA's Orion project is intended ultimately to take astronauts to Mars. Seeing their individual roles culminate in such awe-inspiring work is deeply rewarding for these women.
It's both exhilarating but also kind of nerve-wracking because, eventually these vehicles are going to be the vehicle to take astronauts into space, which is a very huge responsibility. It's kind of a big ball of emotions when you watch or experience that happening.
It's the experience that ties them together as one, linking the present to the future and the past, when women like Annie Easley set the stage, a once hidden figure at NASA in Cleveland.
You can be anything you want to. It doesn't matter what you look like, what your size is, what your color is. You can be anything you want to, but you do have to work at it. And I still believe that.
That was the advice her mom gave her, and Annie Easley was one of only a few African Americans at NASA's predecessor in 1955. She went on to become a computer programmer, retiring from NASA after 34 years.
So great to see these women in these very important